Hi everybody, it's Monty, it's Shadle Park, and here we are getting ready for homecoming week, week 5, October 4th to the 8th. And yes, it's homecoming week. So, what does that mean? Our theme is the Wizard of Oz, so don't forget dress up week, right? Pajamas on Monday, your class colors on Tuesday, twin day on Wednesday, college or trade school gear on Thursday, and you don't have to go to school on Friday. Now, before we get started with our learning for the week, we've got to do our shout outs. And this week, we've got a whole bunch of folks on the Matthew Achievers. We want to congratulate Logan Anderson, Genesis Camaro, Anthony Gomez, Addison Yan, Rita Kurganova, Sean McConkey, Dylan Munger, Christian Walters, and Damian Weekman from Period 3. In Period 4, we've got Evan Cavell, Gabe Claypool, Karina Granados, Tommy Krotzer, Kaylee Lewis, Mercedes Nichols, Molly Pickard, Caden Saylor, Celeste Wink, and Heaven Zink. And in Period 5, Desiree Ballou, Tristan Bell, Hunter Greenstone, Devin Metza, Rashawn Sarvis, Cassidy Sullivan, Gabby Warnock, and Tyler Wyant. Now you're going to see these red stars. These red stars are the folks that pushed ahead and did multiple workspaces. As a matter of fact, they're actually ahead of the class. So take a look at all those red stars like Anthony Gomez, Rita Kurganova, Damian Weekman, Christian Walters, and the entire group in Period 4, Evan Cavell, Gabe Claypool, Karina Granados, Tommy Krotzer, Kaylee Lewis, Mercedes Nichols, Molly Pickard, Caden Saylor, Celeste Wink, Heaven Zink, and in Period 5, Cassidy Sullivan, Gabby Warnock, and Tyler Wyant all went over and above. All right, so now let's do our class participants. And the class participants, those are the folks that go over and above. They come to the front of the room, they're measuring the pumpkins this week, they're working on the smart board, and they're helping the class discussion. So, for our participants in Period 3, Genesis Camaro, Anthony Gomez, Jocelyn Ives, Rita Kurganova, Dylan Monger, Tatum Piper, Isaac Treat, Evan Walker, Christian Walters, Kim Weekly, and Damian Wickman. Thank you for all those folks and their extra work. Dylan Monger and Evan Walker, they actually did the measurements on the pumpkins this last week. In Period 4, Haley Bowers, Evan Cavell, Gabe Claypool, Zach Gibson, Rashad Hart, Kyle Hayden, Jonah Kern, Tommy Krotzer, and Celeste Wink. And Tommy Krotzer and Celeste Wink, they came to the front of the room to measure the pumpkins. In Period 5, Desiree Ballou, Jackson Berkey, Cam Brown, Chris Ferraro, Landon Gray, Hunter Greenstone, Araya Howard, Ellie Petty, Matthew Shuck, Cassidy Sullivan, Gabby Warnock, and Alex Zenishek. And again, coming to the front of the room to help with the pumpkin activity was Jackson Berkey, Cam Brown, and Landon Gray. All right, well that completed our shout outs. Now this upcoming week, we've got to get started on some real world math. That's how we end each unit. Now we've been studying parallel lines, and in this activity, we're trying to draw the perpendiculars. We got to build roads, and think of Shadle Park. We've got Maple Ash, they're parallel, and then we got Northwest Boulevard, that's a diagonal. Okay, is it perpendicular to anything? So that'll be our Monday activity, real world math. And then we got to start putting it all together, okay? Can we verify that a square is actually a square? Well, you guys now know parallel lines, you know perpendicular lines, but now we've got to get measurements. And the measurements is done by something called the Pythagorean theorem. So we got to get our calculators out, we got to get our phones warmed up, and we got to be able to do some mathematics to calculate the length of a line, and that's called the Pythagorean theorem. So that's where we're headed this week. Once again, we had a great week. It's now October. We got to get ready for Halloween. We got to get ready for homecoming week. We'll see you next Monday, bright and early, in geometry. See you then.